Hey guys, what's up? Basketballer here. We are now in this third game of this March 6, 2022 NBA Game Day. This is Indiana Pacers with a record of 22 wins and 43 losses, visiting Washington Wizards with a record of 28 and 34. The game will start at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 7 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Basketballer. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings so that we'll have a closer look at these two. Starting with Indiana Pacers, they are at number 13 in the East. For their last 10 games, they have only won 3 times. And approaching this game, they're coming off a loss. That was their loss against the Detroit Pistons. While for Washington Wizards, they are at number 11, still having this chance to make it into the playoffs. So long as they would have like a hard push. It's too early, right? For their last 10 games, they have only won 4 games. So there's a sign of inconsistency right there. Approaching this game, Washington Wizards, they are also coming off a loss. Washington Wizards would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of momentum, let's just skip that one. Both teams are coming off losses. At the same time, in terms of fatigue, both teams came off their rest days. So let's take a look at the injury list for both teams. Starting with Indiana Pacers. Man, this is long. Of course, let's start with those who are out. Rubio, Turner, Warren, TJ McConnell all are out for Indiana, while Chris Duarte, Goga Bitadze listed as questionable for this game, and Lance Stephenson is tagged as day-to-day or game-time decision. So for Indiana Pacers, 4 are confirmed out, possibly 7, depending on the situations of those 3. Now let's take a look at their opponent. Can't find it. Hold on. Here we go. Washington Wizards. Of course, Kristaps Porzingis and Bradley Beal, they won't be there. They won't be playing. And Vernon Carey Jr. is listed as a day-to-day or game-time decision. So 2 are out, possibly 3 because of Vernon Carey. And I'm looking at the spread. It actually started with -3 for the home team, Washington Wizards. It is at -3.5 now for the home team, the Wizards. All right, it's been like a couple of weeks already, or maybe even longer than that, since I've been following Indiana Pacers. I've done that ever since the trades happened, and I can actually tell that they are improving. I know there were still a lot of losses that happened, but as you can see, Halliburton and Hield, they are looking very comfortable with the Indiana Pacers jersey and with their teammates and all that. They're having the swag that they used to have when they were in Sacramento, and they were actually getting some wins. They even had some some upsets. They actually defeated Boston Celtics at one point, right? So yeah, they actually look good. I think they just need maybe one more veteran and maybe one more star. And man, Indiana Pacers will be back. Will be back doing their show. But of course, they need to do that next season, as I don't think they would really have a chance to make it into the playoffs. But as early as now, they're actually doing what they're needing to do. So hats off to the management and the coaching staff of Indiana Pacers. While for Washington Wizards, they still have the opportunity to make it to the playoffs, to make that push. Even though Bradley Beal is not going to be available for the rest of the season, KP will be. I just don't know when. So yeah, it's so important for them to grab as many wins as possible. And of course, when KP is back, and there you go. Perhaps they can really have a serious push and perhaps position themselves in a great spot wherein they can actually make it to the deep playoffs. This one's gonna be hard because lately I haven't really seen anything that this that satisfies me with Washington Wizards aside from Kyle Kuzma and their 3-point shooting. When their 3-point shooting is up, man, this team is actually hard to beat. And of course, Kyle Kuzma, hats off to Kuzma, man. He has really elevated his game from his shooting, from his defense, rebounding, and all that. He wants to be a star. and he's actually doing what a star needs to at this season. But I'm looking at Indiana Pacers, just like what I was saying. Man, they are improving. They are learning. That's the beauty in this Indiana Pacers team. Whenever they mess up something on a certain game, you can actually count on them. That on the next game, highly likely those kind of errors will be minimized and those kind of errors will be managed. So again, hats off to the coaching staff. In this game, Washington Wizards would have the home court advantage, but I think Indiana Pacers would actually be able to counter, to counterflow everything. Indiana Pacers, I will give the advantage to them in terms of rebounding, especially offensive rebounding. They got a lot of young players out there, young bigs that will dominate the rebounds and that can actually set those 3 point shots, not only 3 point shots, but also dribble drives of their teammates. I understand and I respect Washington Wizards may have the opportunity to win this, but I think if ever they would do that, it will be very close. That's why I'm taking my chance and I'm taking my chance and I'm rolling my dice with Indiana Pacers with the plus 3.5 on them. I'm imagining Halliburton and Hield having some good 3 point shooting day again. Pacers plus 3.5. Peace out, pass I love, and God bless.